Weekly news.
Education, politics,
Economics, culture. Weekly news, a roundup of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome on Weekly News.
Weekly news.
Once more, welcome on Renouveau TV. After 2 years of discussion with the government, the struggle of the Education Union signatory of October 15, 2016 is almost ended. The slogan of strike was suspended last Saturday after the signing of the decree of application. As announced, the scenario officials have organized this Thursday, February 1st, a rally to explain to the base the reason for the suspension of the strike slogan. Report. Following the signing of the implementing and transposition decree, the scenario after its extraordinary meeting decided to suspend the slogan of the strike. Is to explain to the grassroots militants the reason for the suspension of the strike that the leaders of the collective union signatory of October 15, 2016 initiated a series of information meetings in Bamako and the interior of the country. It should be noted that information meetings are held simultaneously throughout the national territory. GAO launches the identification of all the vehicles. On February 1st, a census of all the vehicles in traffic in the city of GAO has been organized. This measure follows the resurgence of acts of banditry promoting insecurity in the city. A commission composed of customs, police, armed security forces, youth and armed group signatory of the peace agreement has been set up. The new measures is to recover vehicle registration and to include the owner's name. For vehicles without plates, the chassis number will be noted. In Gao, the population is delighted by this new security measure. For the mayor of the city, the inventory of the vehicles will undoubtedly help to reduce insecurity. The meeting between the different movements of the platform went wrong this week at the former crest on the hill of Badalabugu. The for and anti-Aruna Toure have nearly put hands on each other. Reports. Punches, insult, that's what emulates this meeting of the movement of the platform. Precision instead, scenery planted the meeting for the agreement within the self-defense group during the crisis of 2012 had yet started well. The program proceeded normally until the Master of Ceremonies appealed to the military leader of the Coordination of Movement and Patriotic Front of Resistance. After those of the Gacha and the Arab Movement of Azawad MAA, the dissidents of the CMFPR opposed the intervention of Jibrila Musa Jallo and that of Mr. Aruna Toure. Some leaders of the CMFPR say they no more recognize Aruna Toure as one of them. For his part, Mr. Aruna Toure doesn't intend to leave. In a hot interview, he claims to be the leader of the CMFPR and the platform. Despite in his family, Mr. Aruna Toure is supported by other movements of the platform such as Gacha and MAA. At the initiative of the Ministry of Employment and Vocational Training, the 10th contingent of training of the National Employment Agency went last weekend in the commune of Jalla Koroba to visit the farm Silvo Agro-Pastoral of the President of the Permanent Assembly of Chambers of Agriculture of Mali. The aim of this visit was to bring this young trainee to take inspiration from Bakari Togola to promote self-entrepreneurship in agriculture. Details. This visit of this 10th contingent of training of the National Agency for Employment in this agro-pastoral farm of Bakari Togola, spread over an area of 250 hectares, has the main objective to encourage these trainees to move toward agriculture, breeding, and fishing. Marveled by the achievement of Bakari Togola, the visitors expressed their desire to pursue a career in agriculture. As for the promoter of the places, Bakari Togola, he rather appealed banks to accompany these young trainees so that they could set up their own business. Beyond the visit of these cattle pens, poultry, and this fish pond, the visitors were also accompanied by the rhythmic sound of the balafon of the artist Mamadou Dambele alias Dabara. Tour of the Honorary President of the Movement Malikanu in the 3rd region. Accompanied by a strong delegation, the Honorary President of the Movement Malikanu, Modibo Kone, stayed from January 26 to 30th in the 3rd region, Sikaso, where he met the administrative, political authorities, customary, as well as movement militants. The purpose of this tour was to exchange with the militants and sympathizers of the movement, but also to thank the people of the Federal region for the good collaboration when he was at the head of the same details. This first outing was a real contact between the Honorary President of the Movement Malikanu, Modibo Kone, and the populations of the Federal region. From Yanfolila to Buguni, the first stop of the visit, the population went out massively to give a warm welcome to the former CIO of the CMDT. We are in the room Lamisa Bengali of Sikaso. Here, militants have only one word on the left. Another city, another reality. In Kuchala, the capital of white gold cotton, the population has reserved a memorable welcome to whom they call the soldier of development. For the delegation, this tour in the Sikaso region was a real touch with the base. This 5-day visit by the Honorary President of the Movement Malikanu Modibo Kone in the Sikaso region was an opportunity for him to observe realities on the ground. From Yanfolila to Kuchala via Buguni, Sikaso, Kenya, Zangaso, Yoroso, Molabala, the delegation was overwhelmingly welcome. 5 billion CFA francs. This is the sum paid by the state for the improvement of our health system. The announcement was made by the Prime Minister Sumeli Bube Maiga Monday, January 29th at the Palais de la Culture Amadou Ambatiba during the opening ceremony of the Assise on the sector of health, solidarity, and human promotion. For 3 days, health and other social professional actors exchanged to strengthen the social dialogue with the aim of improving the quality of health social services. This roundtable, which comes after the one held on the education sector, is inclusive in order to take into account all the concerns of the health sector. Thus, for 3 days, the forces of the nation exchanged to strengthen the social dialogue in order to improve the quality of health services. These 3 days of reflection have guided the technical and financial partners to identify the difficulties in the field of health. Paying a special tribute to the health workers, the Prime Minister Sumeli Bube Maiga has announced a first founding of the recommendation that come out of these assesses. The opening ceremony was sanctioned by the guided tour of the stand installed in the courtyard of the Palais de la Culture for the occasion. But beforehand, the Truth Toboji had presented a sketch to better identify the difficulties facing the health sector. Here takes an end this weekly news. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care.
Weekly news.
Education, politics,
Economics, culture. Weekly news, a round-wrap of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.